All right, so today we're diving into something pretty wild. We're looking at where professional football meets YouTube. You know those crazy challenges that MrBeast is known for? Well, imagine those, but with Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, our sources actually say that this kind of crossover, it might not be as crazy as it sounds. I mean, think about it. What if Ronaldo and MrBeast went head-to-head with their subscriber counts on the line?
It would be huge. You're talking about two massive fan bases colliding in one giant spectacle. Our sources actually say this would be more than entertainment. This could be a real cultural moment, you know? Like blurring the lines between sports and online content and entertainment as a whole.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And, you know, MrBeast, he loves those elaborate challenges.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo, he's got that competitive spirit. I mean, can you imagine the kind of challenges that MrBeast would come up with for Ronaldo? I bet it would be something crazy.
Well, one of the sources even mentioned VR and AR. Like, imagine Ronaldo wearing a VR headset. And fans could experience what it's like to, you know, to take a penalty kick against him. Or using AR filters to be in a challenge with MrBeast.
Wow, that'd be next level. You're talking about bringing that stadium experience right to your living room, but like way more interactive. And, you know, our sources say this kind of thing. It could be a good way for traditional sports to connect with younger fans, those who are more tech savvy.
Definitely. It's not just about getting more views. One article specifically mentioned that. Platforms like YouTube with their short videos and live streams and chats, they're changing how. It's just younger viewers engage with sports.
It's like a whole new way to experience it. And it's not just about Ronaldo and MrBeast either, right? The sources mention other potential pairings too. Like, what if Neymar and Mark Rober teamed up for some science-themed challenges? Or Messi and Dude, perfect for a trick shot showdown.
Yeah, you could have all sorts of combinations. And this isn't just speculation either. The sources actually mention some real-world examples, like the NBA's partnership with Twitch. They've started streaming games and doing watch parties there. It shows that major leagues are already experimenting with these digital platforms.
It's definitely changing the game, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here.
For sure.
So let's dive a little deeper into this, because this merging of sports and digital platforms, it's also got some interesting implications when you think about the financial side of things. Like bringing together Ronaldo and MrBeast, that's got to have a huge impact on sponsorships and advertising, right?
Absolutely. And the sources actually looked at a case study with a Formula One driver who partnered with a gaming YouTuber. And you know what? That collaboration brought in a whole new set of sponsors, like tech companies and energy drink brands, companies that weren't usually associated with motorsports.
Wow, so it really opens up new opportunities. It's like a whole new revenue stream, both for the athletes and the creators. And it attracts brands that want to reach a younger audience, you know, those who are more digitally engaged.
Exactly. And one of the articles talked about experiential marketing. It's about creating these immersive experiences for fans. Like, imagine a sponsor making a VR game where you compete against Ronaldo in a MrBeast-style challenge. That kind of content really grabs people's attention.
It's not just about putting a logo on a jersey anymore. It's about these interactive experiences that blend entertainment advertising and fan engagement.
Right. And speaking of blurring lines, this brings up an interesting question. What about the future of sports broadcasting? One source thinks we might see a shift away from traditional TV and towards platforms like YouTube and Twitch, you know, where viewers are used to interactive features and personalized content.
So instead of watching a game on cable, you might be watching on MrBeast's channel, with him commentating live alongside Ronaldo and throwing in challenges and polls for the fans.
Yeah, exactly. And it wouldn't just be live events either. Imagine behind-the-scenes documentaries or training videos, or even reality shows with athletes and creators working together.
It's like we're moving towards a world where entertainment isn't about categories anymore. It's about creating engaging content that works on any platform in any format.
And that's pretty exciting. It gives both creators and fans the power to shape the future of entertainment. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts on this? What stands out to you about this whole thing? Are there any specific athlete-creator pairings you'd want to see?
You know, there's so many possibilities. But let's go back to Ronaldo and MrBeast for a second.
Yeah.
What do you think the impact would be if they actually did this?
Well, I think it would be huge. It would shake up both sports and entertainment. One article compared it to the rise of esports. You know, at first people thought it was just a niche thing. But now esports events fill stadiums, and they have millions of viewers online. This could be similar. It could legitimize these collaborations between athletes and creators in a way we haven't seen before.
Yeah, it could be a real game changer. It would show everyone that these collaborations are serious business. But what about the fans? How do you think they would react?
Well, one source mentioned a potential risk. Some fans might not like it. You know, those who are really loyal to Ronaldo or MrBeast, and they don't want to see their worlds collide. They might see it as a gimmick, just a way to get attention.
Right. But there's also huge potential for crossover appeal. Imagine those die-hard football fans getting to see MrBeast's philanthropic side, or MrBeast's audience getting to appreciate Ronaldo's athleticism and dedication.
Yeah, it's about breaking down those walls and showing people something new. Like, remember when Drake and Ninja played Fortnite together on Twitch? That was a huge moment. It brought together two totally different groups of fans.
Exactly, and it showed the power of these unexpected collaborations.
And you know what? Maybe this could even lead to some positive social impact. Imagine Ronaldo and MrBeast using their platform to raise awareness for a cause they both care about, or to promote unity through sports.
That's a really great point. So as we wrap up this deep dive, we're left with a lot of questions. But one thing is for sure. The future of sports and entertainment is changing fast, and it's becoming more and more connected to the digital world. These collaborations might seem like a novelty now, but our sources say they could be the norm in a few years.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, full of possibilities for innovation and creativity and connection. It's a future where entertainment has no boundaries, and where fans have the power to shape what they see. So what do you think? Are you ready for this new era of entertainment?
That's a great question to leave everyone with. As you go about your day, keep an eye out for those unexpected collaborations, those moments where different worlds collide, and create something truly unique. The future of entertainment is being written right now, and it's going to be amazing to see what happens. Until next time, happy diving.
It really does seem like those lines are blurring between like traditional sports and digital platforms. But what about like the money side of it all? You know, when you bring together two global icons like this, like Ronaldo and MrBeast, there's got to be major implications for sponsorships and advertising, right?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, the sources actually talk about a really interesting case study. It involved a Formula One driver who partnered with a gaming YouTuber. And get this, the collaboration actually attracted a bunch of new sponsors, companies that hadn't really been into motorsports before, like tech companies, energy drink brands, that kind of thing.
Wow, so it really does open up a whole new world, not just for the athletes and creators, but for the brands too. Exactly, and it's not even just about the sponsors themselves, it's about how they like integrate their brands, you know? One article mentioned this rise of experiential marketing, where they focus on creating these immersive experiences for fans. Like, imagine a sponsor creating a VR game, where you can actually compete against Ronaldo in a MrBeast-style challenge.
That's crazy. It's not just about slapping a logo on a jersey anymore. It's about creating this whole interactive experience.
Right. And you know, speaking of blurring lines, this kind of makes me wonder about the future of sports broadcasting. One source even speculated that we might start seeing a shift away from traditional TV broadcasts and more towards platforms like YouTube and Twitch, where people are already used to interactive features and, you know, more personalized content.
So instead of watching a game on cable, you might be tuning into MrBeast's channel to see him commentate on a live match with Ronaldo.
Exactly. With real-time challenges and fan polls and all that.
That would be pretty wild.
And it wouldn't just be live events either. You could have behind-the-scenes documentaries, training videos, maybe even reality shows with athletes and creators.
Yeah.
All working together on crazy projects.
The possibilities are endless.
They really are.
It's like we're moving away from these predefined categories. And it's more about creating content that people actually want to see.
Yeah, no matter the platform or the format.
And that's pretty exciting.
It is. It really empowers both the creators and the fans to shape the future of entertainment. So what about you? What stands out to you the most about all this? Are there any specific pairings you'd love to see?
Yeah, there are a lot of interesting pairings out there. But let's circle back to Ronaldo and MrBeast. You know, that original idea we talked about, what do you think would happen if it actually came true? Like, what would the impact be?
Oh, I think it would be massive. It would totally shake things up. For both sports and entertainment, you know, one of the articles compared it to the rise of esports. Remember how at first people thought esports were just a fad? And now you've got these huge events filling stadiums, millions of viewers online. I think this Ronaldo MrBeast thing could be similar. It could really legitimize these collaborations, like show the world that athletes and creators can work together. And it's not just a gimmick.
Or it could be a real turning point. And what about the fans? How do you think they would react to all this?
Well, you know, there's always a chance of some pushback. One of the sources mentioned that. You know, some fans can be pretty diehard, and they might not like seeing their favorite athlete or their favorite YouTuber crossing over into a different world. They might see it as selling out or something.
Right, like it's not authentic anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But then on the flip side, There's also a lot of potential for crossover appeal. Like, you could have all these football fans getting introduced to MrBeast's philanthropy, and all of MrBeast's audience could gain a new appreciation for Ronaldo's skill and dedication.
Totally. It's all about breaking down those barriers and exposing people to new things. It's kind of like when Drake and Ninja played Fortnite together.
Oh yeah, that was huge.
It was this massive cultural moment. It brought together two completely different worlds, gamers and music fans.
Exactly.
And it showed what's possible when you have these unexpected collaborations.
It's really fascinating.
And you know what else is interesting? This whole thing could even have a positive social impact. Imagine Ronaldo and MrBeast using their platform to raise awareness for a good cause, or to promote unity through sports.
That would be amazing.
It would be.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I think it's safe to say that the future of sports and entertainment is pretty uncertain right now. There are a lot of changes happening, and it's all moving so fast.
But it's exciting too. There's so many possibilities.
Absolutely. And you know, these collaborations between athletes and creators, they might seem like a novelty right now. But our sources suggest they could be the future. This could be the new normal.
Yeah, it really could.
So what do you think? Are you ready for this new world of entertainment?
I think I am.
Me too. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder all of this. As you go about your day, keep your eyes open for those unexpected moments where different worlds come together to create something truly amazing. The future of entertainment is being written right now, and we can't wait to see what happens next. Until next time, happy diving.